Hello my dears, welcome back to my channel, Dreamfeather Mystic Arts. This is Dreamfeather here for your psychic reading. So this is a collective, timeless reading. Do keep in mind that the messages may shift from day to day. I usually do, collective readings, and sometimes the timelines may interchange from the previous readings, or they may be completely new because I'm really tuning into who watches what video and what messages they specifically need when they come across this. So my dears, always take what resonates and leave what doesn't, and use your own intuition. If this does resonate, I would appreciate if you subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment or engage, as well down in the comment section, telling me if this is relevant for you, because it does help me to further pick up on your energy, and it gives me that feedback that this is helpful for you all. So let's get started and see what comes through. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well, my dears. With these big changes of the eclipse, from this point in time that I'm recording this, there's lots of things in the air that I'm feeling. Just like that element of like pure possibility, pure potentiality, where it feels like everything's up in the air and things can go any which way. And I think it's so important at this time to align our energies with that preferred timeline, that preferred state of being, to allow us to become a magnet toward all those positive things that we wish for ourselves. So Great Spirit, what does the collective need to know in love at this time? What does the collective need to know in love, please? Whenever they watch this reading, show us what we need to see, please, Great Spirit. Ooh, okay. Well, this wanted to be red. 8 of Swords, okay. Feeling quite stagnant, stuck, feeling trapped in some way. Okay, do recall this card, it's only an illusion that you're trapped. It's the way in which you're thinking about something. It feels very, I'm hearing the word claustrophobic, like the need to reframe how you're looking at a situation, and instead of feeling bound by it, surrendering to it completely. Whether this is a thought pattern, whether this is a current situation in your life, it almost feels like you're up against a roadblock in some way. However, when we transform the way that we're viewing what's happening inside, then all these swords can fall away, and you can release that ribbon that's loosely tying you, and realize that it wasn't this knot that was so hard to get out of. It's really just a vantage point, perception shift away. Because I see that even though there's lots of clouds and things feel really hazy right now, the sun is shining through. And the Major Arcana card came out here, number 12 of the Hanged Man. And this is all about illumination, illumination by flipping the circumstance or happening in your life. Maybe it's in love, you know. I mean, that is the intention here. Messages in love. So you could feel like at a standstill here. Like, when will your desires ever fruit? And maybe, I mean, it's definitely this element of blindness. And maybe it's this phase where Spirit doesn't actually want you to know too much about what's coming. And it's this need also, I'm getting this word, this, one of the limbs of yoga is called pratyahara, which is tuning out the sensory awareness of the world and disentangling the mind from the senses and coming inward, coming into that fertile darkness inside of the inner vision, to where if we're in this sort of maze or this stuck energy in our life, in some ways it is self-created because it is the way in which we've not used our mental energy to their greatest capacity. So it's the need to disentangle the mind from whatever's happening, come inward, and going inward and into meditation is going to give you that light of awareness and illumination and give you solutions. Within every problem lies its solution. And so you're going to get in touch with your root with this red color, your stability. You see how the red is very sparse here at first, and she's kind of like ungrounded. The root is all about stability, security, trust, safety, having that strong foundation within yourself. If we don't have that, we can feel like we're just blowing to and fro at the basis of our circumstances. Whereas here, now you've realized how to embody that root chakra, where you are grounded, you are stable, you trust yourself, and thus you trust life. You allow yourself to be guided by the will of the divine and let go of that sense of separate self or separate identity with this Eight of Swords. And here into total surrender, total acceptance of what is currently happening, and that easeful energy of acceptance will transform what's happening. But it is that like paradox. At first we have to totally accept it, not resist it. This is the opposite of resistance. This is also a very quiet energy. Like both of these energies indicate things at a standstill. So I think that we're right now recalibrating in order for things to move forward. Just really making peace with right where we're at and truly finding the beauty. You see how all these leaves are sprouting from the tree? Finding the beauty, what you can give thanks for and gratitude right here, right now, even if things may seem a little dire. I'm also getting this message of like, because I see reflections here in the water. So like whatever we're embodying and the energy that we put out is a mirror reflection that our circumstances show back to us. And it's showing back to us what we have accepted about ourselves. So if you're running around these old scripts or narratives in your subconscious mind about false narratives of what you've accepted about yourself that have made you feel now trapped or like fearful, then you can simply notice those for what they are, dissolve them, and say, that's not the truth of who I am. The truth of who I am is that I am spirit. I am spirit, I am limitless, I am infinite potential, I am divine illumination. This is going from confusion into clarity. And it's interesting because just beneath that confusion is that clarity you've been seeking. But you have to accept that confusion and dive deep within your spirit. And you notice here, there's nowhere to look outside of yourself. That's futile because outside is only going to mirror back that confusion vibration that you may have been unconsciously holding. Or even consciously holding, you know. But we're not going to find confusion by looking, we're not going to resolve confusion by keep on thinking about what we're confused about. We have to find a new route, a new neural pathway that is the antidote to that. And sometimes it's dropping what we're confused about altogether, coming back to your center, coming back to your spirit, coming back to what you value, what is real, and what really matters for you right now. How can you nurture and care for yourself right now? Rather than looking outside, look inside, and you'll find that clarity, that illumination. The King of Swords, wow, so powerful, honey. The King of Swords, this is, you know, it could be an earth sign. I'm sorry, earth. Why did I say earth? An air sign in your field. Or this could be you gaining this clarity. But I'm almost seeing that you feel trapped by someone. Possibly, I'm almost seeing that they haven't been communicating with you because their arms are crossed there. And even though the King of Swords is like the most refined of the suit of swords, Sometimes he's a man of little words or a woman of little words. And I feel like this person only really speaks when they have really thought out how they want to articulate something. And you could feel like this waiting energy, waiting on this person to deliver something to you in the realm of communication. Or maybe they have said something to you and it's making you feel stuck in some way. We also have the star, and the star is healing. This is about healing. This is about the Aquarius energy of prayer and faith and renewal, and again trust, that deep trust for the waters of life to nurture you and to help you grow and sprout into a new being. I got this image of like growing new skin. So you could have just come out of a time, because the tower precedes the star, of feeling like chaos or destruction in some way. That has to do with some sort of communication or lack thereof with someone in your life. And I feel like there's a lot of confusion around this person's actions. It's almost like something wants to be said with this sword upright here and this King of Swords, but then his arms are crossed, so maybe you could intuitively feel something beneath the surface as far as this person, but they're not outright saying it, and it's making you feel confused. But the thing is that you see these other two energies. It's the need to open your crown chakra and align your root chakra here. Because crowning her as a star, this is illumination of the divine flowing through her. She's like that sacred channel connected to the earth and the stars, to the waters of the subconscious and superconscious mind. So she has access to all answers in communing with the all. And she knows that she's an integral part of the all being expressed through her. And because of that, she knows that she is that web of life. And she's like a trailblazer. This is to Aquarius, is about epiphanies, sudden realizations. It's that Uranus energy. It's an electric energy. And the star is about prayer and renewal. Renewing by transforming your mind is what I'm hearing. And allowing your mind to be purified by that simple act of being the clarity that you seek. Instead of spinning all around that hamster wheel of trying to solve something or figure something or someone out, it's simply about this retrieval into remembrance that you are the clarity you seek, and you accepting that is going to bring you this transformation into surrendering to the star nature that you are. It's a very sweet and serene energy is what I'm getting. Very tranquil. You're coming out of this chaos of the mind into the simplicity of mind. Really being diligent in your practices and honing in on what you can declutter out of your life that's making you feel ungrounded mentally. Could be social media, could be overthinking, any way in which your mental realm is being disturbed, any habit that is fueling that. Release that as best you can. Focus on something that is going to actually support the flow state of your mind, to where you're not overthinking, but you're really in the flow and in harmony with existence, and just allowing things to happen for you, allowing the divine will to be done for you as you align your vibration and your mental body into surrender with the all and surrender to your higher self. Then everything just falls into place. It's interesting because this woman tied up is looking towards this King of Swords. And this is making you feel trapped, I think, focusing on this person. And then the minute you turn away from this whole situation or this person, you get the clarity. Because you're focusing on yourself, you're focusing on the living waters. The waters hold the memory of all time, all wisdom within the living waters, and it's almost like I'm seeing this baptism aspect. So maybe taking a ritual bath and cleansing your mind-body fields with some sacred salt, maybe some flowers, essential oils, nice soaps, and stating an intention to really alchemize the situation around you so that you can be in the empowered aspect of yourself and release feeling maybe, I don't want to say the word victim, but it's like nothing's happening to you. But this Eight of Swords, she forgets that because she feels like all jumbled up inside. And this star, she's just bearing her soul to the universe. She's getting in touch as well with her inner truth. Her inner truth is guiding her. And the Chariot here, wow. This is movement, finally, you know? When you come back to this healing that you are, then you're balancing those polarities within you. And maybe using your voice in some way. I see this singing character. This is Cancer. So we have Cancer, Aquarius, and Pisces. And this is forward movement. This is aligning your will, especially with the divine will is what I'm seeing. And the minute that you do that, that's how this forward movement happens. Releasing fear, releasing insecurity, releasing doubt. Okay, what else, please, about this King of Swords? I want to know more about the King of Swords for the collective in love. Okay, let's see. More about this King of Swords. What do we need to know about this King of Swords, please? The Moon. This person, they're very mysterious right now. They could be very quiet, and the Moon is Pisces again. This person could also be facing, because we just had that full moon and eclipse, they could be facing, especially in terms of relationships, and I feel like that's why this pattern is playing out. It's these eclipse energies recalibrating how we relate to another. This person could be coming to terms with some deep inner truths within themselves, and I think they're also getting their energy right now. They're also getting their energy right. because I feel like things have been a little bit unclear to them. And this is what's happening subconsciously. It's like their primal animal self is howling there at the moon. And it's about the psyche and intuition and, you know, even old memories stirring. And let's see. Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck and the Magician. Queen of Cups and the Magician. I feel like this person is kind of calling upon a pure love into their life. They could even see you this way as someone who's very nurturing, someone who has really earned this energy that you're embodying, learning to embody as the Queen of Cups is like learning to really get in touch with your emotional nature, because you see how she's in her mind here with the Swords energy. But now you're coming, even though Aquarius is also an air sign, she's the water bearer. So it's that alchemy of mind into emotions. And the Star, emotions don't come so easily for her. She is more mental and cerebral. Aquarius is in general. But she does have a great capacity to feel. And I think you've stirred a lot of emotions inside this person with the Moon and the Queen of Cups. This could also be another figure in their life, perhaps a mother or another female in their life. And with the Magician here, this is another depiction of the yin and the yang with the black and white candles and the black and white horses. Ooh, I'm getting another message with these horses. So in some schools of thought, it's said that the horses are a representation of the wild aspect of the mind. The mind is like a wild horse. So you've, in this Chariot energy and Star energy, through surrendering to the divine will and to your current circumstances, it's this deep inner healing and slaying the mind, slaying your mental realms so that you're clear and focused in what you really want. The Star energy is about after that tower crumbles or after this time of upheaval, what do you really want? What is this like end outcome that would be your happily ever after with the person that you're dealing with? What does that right relationship look like? What does harmony look like between you two, or in general in your value system of your love life? This is aligning your values as well. And this person, I feel like, is making some very big, important decisions about what they really want in love too, how they view an ideal partner. I think everyone's really getting clear about that right now. And they're learning how to act with the Magician energy, act based on their intuitive and psychic knowings. And I think this is a great time of reflection for you both, because I see him reflecting in these rippled waters of the moon, of all these things that are stirring up within him. Coming as well, this King of Swords, into his more sensitive, feminine, and receptive nature. Maybe he's also learning how to receive with this cup. learning how to receive a cup of love which you may have extended towards this person. And it's almost like you're having to completely release attachment to any outcomes here and any fears, doubts, or worries, because I see this Queen of Cups holding the cup with a cloth over it, and then the star is dumping cups out. So I think that you're realizing that your cup of love never runs out. It always keeps being rejuvenated, and that it's safe for you to love for the sake of love and not withhold that love. Of course, you're using discernment with this Queen of Cups and not hurting yourself by overgiving. But it's like love is your true nature, and this is what the star remembers. Love is who you are, and so it's safe for you to be who you are as the love that you really are. With this Magician energy, this King of Swords wants to make something happen. But there could be doubts and fears within him as well with this moon holding him back. And there could be other factors at play emotionally or in the past emotionally where he's just, taking stock of the situation before he acts. Okay, what else, Spirit? What is this Magician energy? What is this King of Swords intentions? Their intention is to, they're still in this time of reflection and investing. They want to invest in something that is, I feel, real and long-lasting. Because it's a king and a queen here. It's almost like this queen is a little bit more, I want to say, emotionally mature. Because I think this King of Swords is still figuring that out. He's mastered the mental realm, but I think emotions can be kind of intense for him. And what does this person want to invest in with this Seven of Pentacles, please? Where is this person investing? Strength, Queen of Pentacles, and Four of Cups. These came out reversed. So I think this person, they could have been rejected in the past by an earth sign. But they could still really be processing, and a lot could be coming up for them, especially around the phases of the moon, around relating and receiving, and they're kind of just being very observant right now and trying to find that inner strength and that patience to, I'm hearing, pick the right person. And this really has no bearing on you. Maybe because this person is in their reflection mode, you could have taken it personally and made it mean something about yourself. But I think you're coming out of that and realizing that their actions really have nothing to do with you. They're just in their own inner process. And they're working things out within themselves right now. Okay? I do see this learning how to receive energy come up again with the cups. And look at this, at the bottom of the deck, they're really holding out for their happily ever after, this 10 of Cups with someone that they really feel that they could build a future with. Now we did have several queens come out, so this could be them simply not budging until they really get to know someone and before they really let them in, because I feel like they're quite guarded, but they're really holding on to this emotional fulfillment. this is really what they want, and they're willing to wait for that as long as it takes. And I think they're really waiting until they're crystal clear and crystal sure as far as who that will be. And they're also working through their own mental, mental inhibitions and mental thought forms of separation and everything like that. Because they do want to take that blindfold off as well. They want to let down their guard and they want success. Could be a lot happening in their life. I see them releasing fear and leaning into this new love. Okay, and what is the energy connecting the two of you, please? Connecting energy between you and this King of Swords. Wow. Something about your interactions or reflection really stirs up a lot of emotions within this person. And it could be because, if someone feels romantic feelings towards another, beneath that blissful feeling of love that we have for another, in order for that to really be felt, we have to actually deal with all the other clutter of the heart that could have been impinging upon that. Or it's like when the heart opens, everything opens in the heart, and that's including the grief, the sorrow, the heartache, our abandonment wounds, traumas from the past, especially in relationships, will come up to be processed when the heart opens and when another makes someone feel a certain type of way. And I think this could have stirred up some old memories of heartache for this person and ways in which their heart has been pierced. So it's a very tender time for them. And they feel something about you makes this person feel. I'm getting that they're just feeling all the feels right now, but look at this, came out with it, is the Ace of Wands. And the Ace is that potentiality, but someone has to act on that potential of fire, of passion, of new life and new growth, of that blossoming of feelings. So this person definitely has a lot of passion for you. And I think you remind them too of this renewing sense of energy, you make them feel like maybe they can trust in this, because you kind of really embody with the star energy, trust in the universe. And this person, it's interesting that I'm seeing DNA on this wand and a crystal up top. I'm getting with the DNA lineage, family. So maybe you remind this person of some sort of family dynamic, or they could even see that potential with you, because this is pure potential of passion. This is union. This is the fire of a beautiful new fresh start, Maybe they also see you as a ray of light within the darkness. That's what I'm getting. Especially because the star twinkles in the night sky. And this is a very cloudy, rainy, dreary energy. I feel like it's also very difficult for them to be away from you right now. But I feel like they've needed to take this time to gain some clarity and to process these old wounds. And they see you as someone very passionate and inspiring, I'm getting. You could be younger than this person, or they could be younger than you. But I'm seeing that you really have that energy of like faith and trust and new beginnings with the dove there in the cup. So they see you as someone very sweet, very authentic, and someone who's not afraid to be themselves. And they kind of see you too as like a good friend or ally to have with this Page of Cups. And do keep in mind that the basis of friendship, things can go anywhere, and that is a very solid foundation to build upon any relationship. They see you as someone in some ways who's a bit of like, I don't want to say a beginner, but it's like maybe a novice in some way. Like there could be a power dynamic here, of like, you know, someone could be a little bit more evolved in some way. Maybe you're a little bit more evolved emotionally, whereas they may be a little bit more evolved in other ways, such as in the mind. And this connecting energy is also someone who is very patient, and they really think their actions out before they act. So that's what they're doing right now. And do keep in mind, my dears, that even though if there's no movement right now, there's always movement behind the scenes. And to just really trust with this Hanged Man energy, because they don't want this separation with you. They feel very almost defeated, but it's because they've been needing to honor their needs right now. And I see there's a lot of love here. This could be someone who, you know, shows you a lot of warmth and affection some days, and other days they're kind of distant, and they kind of just are led by the impulses of what the moment brings. But at the root, they want something very stable and lasting, and I think they're kind of letting their emotional waters settle right now before they come in with a solid way of like communicating with you how they've been feeling. And look how they've been feeling, my dears. It's a very tender time with this Three of Swords, you know, the heartache and everything, but there's so much passion and like transformation on the horizon, because we have the Ten of Pentacles, and I'm asking about the energy that unites you two. I think you both could see a future with each other. You both can see long term. They could be having to tie up loose ends with past relationships, even past lovers, you know, when maybe someone almost like, I think the two of you are just preparing for some sort of new beginning together, because someone can think they're ready, but then when another person really stirs those emotional waters of the heart, then all this old past stuff may come up to be processed. And sometimes we don't realize that we actually were carrying a lot more than we thought, and that we really have to resolve and make peace with that so we don't carry over those past vibrations into a new relationship. So if things are quiet and distant right now, know that they're doing this not only for their best interest, but for your best interest too, because they don't want to come prematurely towards you and mess everything up for themselves or for you. This Knight of Pentacles is someone who wants to come in correctly and wants to come in right to really give you what you deserve, because they know you're a queen with this Queen of Cups, and they see you as this beautiful star. They could even feel starstruck around you, like I'm getting this very celestial energy. And look at this, Two of Cups. This is the energy that's uniting you two, along with the Family card. Stability, this is home life, this is even having or building a home together. This is sacred union, Two of Cups. This is divinely ordained with the lion angel there. And this is aligning and balancing your own kundalini energies within yourself so that you can merge with another. And this is really, I'm seeing this transformation of this person like gaining the strength and the courage with the lion energy. There's a lion on his shoulder and his heart here. I think this is a very protected union. There's 3 lions on here. Leo energy. And they're gaining the strength and the courage to like show up. To like show up and really embrace this beautiful opportunity. Is what I'm getting. Because they've, I think, even had to work through a lot of doubts and insecurities that they could even sustain this connection or that they're that right person for you. They really don't want to hurt you, is what I'm getting to with this Ace of Wands and the 3 of Swords. I feel like they can see that you've been through a lot in the past and they don't want to let their impulses or their desires like cause more harm than good for you. They don't want to be led by their impulses, even though you really like stoke their fire sexually. They're walking tenderly upon this energy because they know that you're so much more important than just like physical attraction. It's this like love that's growing within them. Because they see the potential of you as this queen. But I think you're both on that upward journey of like really embodying the higher aspects of yourself. And look at this, the 9 of Cups. So 9 of Cups plus 2 of Cups equals 11. Which equals a 2. But like the 9 of Cups plus one of these cups, because 2 cups become 1 in some ways with the 2 of Cups. Because you both are bringing those cups together to unite as one. Then the 9 of Cups plus 1 is the 10 of Cups. And that's ultimate emotional fulfillment. And the 9 of Cups is about really leaning into what gives us that emotional fulfillment and satisfaction. I think you both are leaning into that rather than focusing on what hasn't been working or projecting those fears onto this dynamic. You're drawing it back to that this person really does align with my values and what I've been calling in. And I think it's this time of recognition of that there's just so much possibility here. There's the physical possibility. There's the emotional possibility. There's the possibility of real, true, and everlasting love here. Aligned exactly like how you both desire, how you both have wished and dreamed for lifetimes even. And maybe the 2 of you are coming to terms with that this could really be it for you, you know? And having to work through that fear that taking this leap of faith could lead to either heartache or positive growth. And I see success when you take those blinders off and uncross your heart. This is success and recognition. This is like celebration and victory. Knight of Cups, someone coming in and actually, you know, learning how to communicate their emotions towards you. Very romantic energy as well with the Prince of Cups. What last message does the collective need to know in love, please? In this sacred divine union that is already a timeline. Like, this timeline is already here for you, my dears, and it's a matter of accepting that on both your ends. But it does take two to tango, you know? Like, you're preparing yourself, they're preparing themselves. I think you both are kind of just a little bit detached right now and just aligning with the Spirit's will for you and saying, if this is really my person, there's nothing in the universe that can stop this unless it's my own self-sabotage, you know? So that's where we have to check ourselves and check those unconscious driving fears that could be delaying this. But I think it's all on divine trajectory right now. So let's see what else Spirit has to say. If you're new here, welcome. I'm so grateful that you came across my little corner of the universe here. If this was resonating with you, please like the video, subscribe for more psychic readings as well, and comment down below. And my dears, I do offer private personal readings, as well as hypnotherapy and shamanic energy work. All the work I do is very psychic, subconscious, energy-based, so that we can align our frequency with our desires. Let's see. Wow, look at this, you all. We went from the moon into the sun. So you're coming into illumination, and I think this person is having these like epiphanies and realizations that this is their dream come true. You are a dream come true for this person. And I think they've just had to really confront maybe certain circumstances in their life that they feel like were roadblocks to this, you and them. And you're just realizing, you know what, none of that matters, because this is real, true love. This is what you both have been wishing and dreaming for, and it's here for you. But it takes the two of you looking eye to eye, heart to heart, soul to soul, to invite this in and to allow that energy from the spirit realm to come down into form. And this sun energy, it's like there's no more shadows, there's no more darkness. It's all just the light of like unbridled joy, deep satisfaction, and being just fulfilled and feeling like very full of vitality and radiance and beauty. And the sun, you know, this celestial body, it makes things grow. So this is about growth, this is about new life, this is about oh my gosh, there's just such happy, positive energy that I'm feeling. Like, also it's forward movement with the horse there. It's feeling free, feeling wild and free, and it's this energy where you both tap each other into and remind each other what it was like to feel passion and joy, and just let that flow through you as a child, seeing with the new eyes of a child. So it's a bright new beginning. Maybe there even is a child that could come through with this union, you know? I do see several kids, I see animals, I see you two growing old together, I see... It's almost like there's this doorway here that you two are meeting at, this like portal. Could have been very unexpected how you two met. Maybe the two of you, it was the last place you would have thought you would have met someone. And you're kind of like acquainting yourself with each other, and maybe you didn't recognize each other right away. Like, you know, maybe you didn't just feel like Cupid shot you in the heart with his arrow like right away. And maybe it's been like an evolving thing of recognizing each other as that this could be my perfect match. And I'm seeing that it is so if you allow that to be. If you let this in, but it does take the willingness to let it in and actually look the other person in the eye and feel that soul recognition with each other. I see someone coming towards you as well and talking to you face to face. And it's like when these meetings of hearts, minds, and soul come into the physical, you're going to step through this doorway and have this whole life ahead of you where you two will become the grandparents and tell these stories of how you two met, like to your grandkids here. Wow. And again, with that red color, look, this divine masculine is also calibrating his root chakra, just like we had that message for you with the Hanged Man. You're coming into this blue energy of like using your voice more. And then we have this red flag as well. So it's like the balance of feeling ultimately safe in the universe. Safe to be yourself, safe to feel joyful, safe to dream big and align with your desires. Your desires are meant for you. And the more that you embody that frequency of already having this union, it is so for you. And it's really having that persistence and that consistency of holding that vibration that yes, this is what I want. And either you meet me here, this Queen of Cups is saying, you either meet me here or it's the universe will bring me someone better, you know? Someone who's more aligned and who's actually willing to do the work to meet me halfway. Because one person can't do all the work. And I feel like, you know, you're both in these times of reflection right now before this union comes into being. And there is someone coming. Whether it's this person, whether it's another person, it's going to be exactly aligned with that frequency of fulfillment that you're holding within yourself, because you know you are that light of love, and thus love must be expressed outwardly. Because you're holding that vibration, you're holding out for your divine beloved union, and they're here. They're here, and the right person is ready and willing with this King of Wands. Look at this. Oh my gosh, you guys. You guys, look at this. King of Wands and the Lovers. So not only do we have the Two of Cups, and like I was saying, that there's a decision that needs to be made. The Lovers is all about that decision. This is a decision, Gemini energy, deciding to be together, deciding to put your fears to rest in the grave, deciding to be happy, deciding that this is worth fighting for. Not fighting for really, but aligning with. This is worth aligning with. You guys are marrying each other right now. I see that in their body language. You guys are both working on calibrating your polarities of light and dark, masculine and feminine. But look at this guy now. Look at this King of Wands. At first, his arms were all crossed and he was kind of skeptical maybe. Maybe this is too good to be true. And now look at him. He's turned his Heartlight on and he's come into that, I don't need to overthink this. I can trust this. I can trust in the passion that I feel and the fact that I'm so drawn towards you and this magnetic attraction that exists between us. I don't think they could really even put this into words. It's an energy that you all feel. When you're in the vicinity of each other, it feels electric, it feels supercharged, like there's sparks flying. And maybe the two of you don't even know why this attraction exists, but it does. And look at him. Now he has his hand extended. He's in touch with his passionate nature, with his emotions. He's allowed those to heal and flow through him. And this is him stepping into this new, fresh beginning with you. The God and the Goddess unite as one. The Wheel of Fortune, nothing in the universe could stop this union because it's written in the stars. It is the next step for you both. And you're just going to be so elated, the two of you. Oh goodness. Yeah. Lots of soul searching, my dears, has brought the two of you into this beautiful, wonderful new beginning together in love. So, wow. I was really intending on some positive messages to come out today, and I never really know what's going to come out as I sit here and, you know, shuffle the cards and see what comes out and really try and have an unbiased way of reading the cards. And lately it's just all been pointing to working through these fears, embodying that I am statement of who you declare yourself to be. I am divine love. I am union in form. My beloved is here with me now. This timeline already exists because creation is finished. So as I hold that vibration that this is already so, it comes to me. It gets created for me as I dwell in that imaginal realm of it already being so. The divine allows us to orchestrate for me. So that's what I'm getting, my dears. I trust that you found this reading helpful. If you would like a one-on-one reading, go into the description box below and I'd be happy to be your oracle. So I'm sending you so much heart light, my dears. I'm so excited for you. This is just like beyond words, the energy I feel. It feels so light, and I feel that you guys have just done so much hard work to get to where you are and to this union coming into form, already in form here now for you, that it's like, yeah, leave me a comment and tell me how this all unfolds for you, and I'm just cheering you on. I will see you on the flip side, my dears, and merry meet again very soon.